and 0.
Abusia, finally, the king of the land, His Excellency John Mahama. Obekaya 2024 mu ye kwakoto aba no obehye ba obi se Yakopon boa na se abato na ye kwakoto no odi nkunum a eye yenuanom keto na omukọ senior high level no obema ema ni nyina sanitary pad wodi be kra wo ho from level 1 to level 3 ni nyina obema wo pad uba fie su krampo e be sa ama obi obehye bo na amanfo bebre doubt na ende amene ka say the abusuya bibia akoso ama yahu say yes president wodi ni boshe so eye GH kwabi media so message obe subscribe na wa share wa like na afofro so anya bi ati uwie nso anu afo ede ama unua bi a ono nso owo ni ba bi abusuya say yeba eye free sanitary pad program ya endra e course ya His Excellency John Mahama obekan ye ansa na eba beto aba a wo share bo bebre eye nuanu mo omokota shiele nkrampo na obetua omo school fees kura ama omo na nda amene ka say the eye sanitary pad program na okan ye no ende wa launch bibia ye nuanu mo omo school mu no omo so omo sabeka omo pad omo ne be kra omo ho ewo 2025 we mu na busia program na se na enye easy enye fedi agro eye dynamic na bibia eye den eda sonkumo na busia yen kasamle no yenwura mu na yen hwe de e course we
provide female students who are of age in JHS and SHS with sanitary towels so that they are not missing school because they are in their menstrual period. So free sanitary pads for female students in JHS and SHS. We also have a program for free primary health care, and the free primary health care includes CHIPS compounds, clinics, health centers, and polyclinics. And so for any Ghanaian who goes to any of these levels for health care, you won't have to pay anything, whether you have a national health insurance card or you don't have. So you need your national health insurance card for the secondary and tertiary levels of the health system. So for district hospitals and teaching hospitals and others, you need to use your Ghana health card. But all the local, lower rural health facilities, CHIPS compounds and others, we won't bother to ask you for your health card. As long as you're Ghanaian, you can access free health care there.
Abusuya wensu ye the etwagu ewo campaigning time in Samoa ye President John Mahama ekokan no yes eno na etwagu ewo ho no na yenko tie de ekoso endra ewo program na se ankasa speech a ekoso ene ensamo a omo kan wo program na se ni nyina no abusuya na obeti ni nyina anti kame ho na yenko tie de ekoso nyina.
The presence of dignitaries here in presence. He is accompanied by the Minister for Gender, Children and Social Protection, as well as the Honorable Minister for Education and the Honorable Deputy Minister for Education.
Leave them.
SHS students across the country. This initiative, which is a fulfillment of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama's first 120 days of social contract, could not have come at a more appropriate time as this, as it aims to improve menstrual hygiene management among girls and to also reduce absenteeism and stigma and support the overall well-being and academic performance of the girls. Mr. President, distinguished invited guests, today marks a significant step forward in our collective journey toward achieving gender equality, improving menstrual hygiene management, and removing one of the most persistent barriers to girls' education and well-being in our country. Menstrual hygiene is a major health issue affecting girls of reproductive age worldwide. School-age girls in marginalized communities face the largest barriers of menstrual hygiene management, as many schools do not have the necessary facilities, supplies, knowledge, and understanding to appropriately support girls during menstruation. Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, in Ghana, over 5 million girls are in their menstrual period, out of which most of them lack proper access to menstrual hygiene material.
Dede. Yes, ma'am. Shine over on your school. Eba. If you are not making a small school, you are cramming in Sunday pony. Dede. No, you be an inch one, no phone, darling. Nimbo uniform, when I ask you. Baba, me neighbor. Ofito he minister ne pone. Mi be no kono mini mafiabo. Ya say no. You quota no ko a table le shishi. Take and bring them. Show. A sacre. Yewe Jumayo. Keba. What I wash. When I in it, ben fair and have careful. And then no ke echo afore shishi. Careful shishi you buy mommy. And then boy oba in the king. She can bank it. Konila Paba Onulo, show Kobina no batam say. A sacre, mammy. Any dance one, you will. Gana way. Any way. Canana, queen. Oba, me no toy school.
I want to go to school, but I'm afraid my friends will laugh at me.
What? I'm a bad mobile mini hero. Tesh saw in Kabuya school. What is that? I'm an bluff weber. What are we learning? Desert. How desert? Self-seeing. Don't talk about it. Not to come. Sahara Desert. Okay, I've seen that. Shine over when you Madam, good morning.
Good morning. What is the problem?
Madam, when I balem you food and me food and Your children laughed at my daughter. Me ne way if there's small about school me if then.
What is the problem? Which people have been laughing at you? Madam, my friend. Madam, don't worry, I'll solve this problem.
I'll see me if
Children, come around.
what
Have you been laughing at Dede?
Hey, Dede.
But Dede said you have been laughing at her.
Madam, please, I'm not the one though. Queensta, are you not the one?
Queensta is you.
I don't know anything about it, it's the boys.
My boys again, what has happened?
Madam, please, it's Azaria.
Azaria, what has happened?
We're doing something. It's Kojo.
Madam, please, it is Bella. Shall be saying something about this.
Bella again, what has happened?
Madam, please, sometimes when you get closer to Dede, she smells.
She smells like her.
I don't know.
Yes.
She smells like a rotten fish.
Dede, what is happening? Why did they say I smell?
Madam, it's my mother. She has been giving me concussion to drink and way to wear.
Concussion. Why? Are you sick? Mama, why is Dede not well? Mama Bue, what is Bue? Oh, Mama, you mean tampoon. The English name is tampoon. Anyway, get seated and let me educate you on menstrual health and hygiene. Mama, you to sit down so that you're not going to give Dede Bue and concussion to drink again.
Hey, when I'm your student, here, Miss Saline.
So, menstrual health and hygiene refers to how to take good care of your body during menstruation. So, unfortunately, yesterday, some girl, she stained herself. And I was finding it so difficult to get pads and panties. So today when I was coming, I decided to bring a lot of panties. Thanks be to His Excellency John Mahama and his wife, Her Excellency Jenana Okonkwo-Adjei. Now we have lots of pads. And we are launching it today.
Hey, what are you asking?
Mildred, come and help me to share this. So let me educate you on how to use the pads. So, Mama, this is how the pad looks like, and this is the So, you open the wrapper this way, and then you remove it. Then you peel off the paper at the back and stick it into the inner parts of the pants. And then close the floppers.
Hey, Madam Nando.
So this is how it's inside. I hope that day you go and practice it.
Yes.
So go to the washroom and refresh. Let's break the stigma around periods. Prioritizing menstrual health Let's create a more supportive and inclusive environment. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. President, for giving us funds. Thank you, thank you. Love you so much. Hey, thank you for giving us funds. Thank you, Nana J, for giving us funds. Thank you. We love you so much. Thank you, Nana J, for giving us funds. Thank you for giving us funds. Thank you, Sakura.
Well, they showed and displayed a bit of humor and some.
Care of a campus in Ohio in the Volta region, another campus in Kenyasi, and another campus in Achirenswa, in order that those headline campuses will support the development of a full-fledged Bunzu University with 3 additional campuses. The Veterinary College of Pongtamale will be added as a new department to the University for Development Studies, whilst President Mahama works to ensure that each region of Ghana has a dedicated university of its own. Mr. President, before I introduce you, I'm also happy to note that I will soon be introducing and seeking your support in Cabinet for the establishment of a Technical Vocational Education Trust Fund, a TVET fund. We'll be looking to see if we can earmark 1% of oil revenue to support technical and vocational education and to learn from the German example. On this note, the cultural display, you may want to take over from me, Natalia. I have the honor to invite His Excellency, but he will come after your display to address us. Thank you, Mr. President.
The President of the Republic of Ghana and Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, Mr. John Mahama. And on that note, we also say a very big thank you to our friends from the Adult Technical and DA Basic School. Shall we do a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen?
Kindly be seated. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. There's a form like this. You just get a great hope for the future of our country. I want to thank all our students who performed, their teachers, who guided them to do this great performance. Indeed, until I watched this drama skit, I didn't know that the cloth that our mothers used to use in the past was called bue. So from now, no more bue. Bue will become a thing of the past. But let me go down memory lane. But first, let me acknowledge His Royal Majesty King Takite Kochuru II, the Government Chair and President of the Ghana Transitional Council. Let me acknowledge our Ministers of State who are present, our Members of Parliament, the Director General of the Ghana Education Service, the Director General of Ghana Technical and Vocational Education and Training of Beneficiary Schools, my dear students, my dear children, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to go down memory lane. In 2014, when I was President of Ghana, during, let me say, what we call my first coming, my Vice President was Nana Jane Opoku-Agyemang. My Education Minister was Jane Nana Opoku-Agyemang, who currently is my Vice President. And as Education Minister, she led the negotiation of an agreement with the World Bank, which was called the Secondary Education Improvement Program, the SAIP. Now, under the SAIP, it had different components, but I remember one of the major components was scholarships for brilliant but needy girls as ourselves. And that is why everybody, they have to go through that inconvenience. And the least we can do is to support them and assist them with what they need to be able to go through it with dignity and with hygiene. And so I'm happy that today we've reached this point. Everybody accepts that we should invest national resources in order that our girl children can have confidence to be able to go to school without fearing that they will become the laughing stock of their friends. And so, like I said, mothers, you don't need to give your children bue anymore. We will supply them with the proper sanitary products to be able to go to school. Thank you very much. I spoke to her yesterday and I told her we were going to miss her at this event because this is a program that is very dear to her. She said to say hello to all of you and to say she's recuperating and catching a bit of rest. She's very well, and that soon she will join us, to continue to prosecute the reset agenda. Ladies and gentlemen, today we take a bold step forward, not just in education policy or healthcare, but in hope for the girl child. Today is a message to every girl in Ghana that you matter, that your dreams matter, and your future is worth every investment that we can make in it. I stand before you to officially launch the National Sanitary Pad Distribution Program, a promise we made and are proud to have fulfilled. This initiative is more than just the distribution of sanitary pads. It is a clear declaration that no girl in Ghana should miss school because of her menstrual period. Far too many of our daughters, our nieces and sisters have missed out on education, not because they lack the academic intelligence and the flair or the will or the ambition, but simply because they lack access to proper sanitary products. Research has shown that girls can miss up to 5 school days each month, amounting to nearly 40 days of schooling a year. This is not just a statistic, it represents a young girl falling behind in class, losing her confidence, and struggling to catch up because of what is a natural biological process. This reality is unacceptable. In Ghana, where we aim for progress, equity, and justice, this must not continue. Menstruation should never be a reason for exclusion or shame. It should not be a barrier to education or self-achievement. And that is why this program exists, to remove one of the silent yet powerful obstacles standing in the way of our girl child, of their background or their gender. This program is a multi-ministerial collaboration involving 3 ministries: the Ministry of Education, the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection, and the Ministry of Finance and Economic Planning. It also aligns with our national goals and global commitments, particularly the SDG 4, which says quality education, and SDG 5, which talks about gender equality. But beyond that, it is rooted in something more profound. It is rooted in our values as Ghanaians, our belief in fairness, in dignity, and equal opportunity for all our children, whether they are boys or girls. So today I say to every girl child in Ghana, you are not alone, you are not forgotten, and you are not invisible. We see you, we believe in your potential, and we will stand with you every month, every term, and every year. To our parents I say, you have carried this burden for too long, having to choose between books, food, fees, and sanitary products. Help is here, and help is here to stay. This is not a one-time gesture. This is a sustained policy commitment, and we will expand it with your support and your feedback. To our teachers, headmistresses, and headmasters, you are on the front line of education. You see the tears of our girls. You note their absence from school, and you note their struggles. Now you will see a transformation in our girls. They will show up to school with confidence. They will come to class with dignity, and they'll be able to focus on the lessons that you teach. This program is for you because avoidable challenges should not undermine the efforts that you make to bring up these children. To our development partners and civil society actors, I thank you for raising your voices. I thank you for standing with our girls. Let us build the local capacity for domestic sanitary pad production. Let us create jobs while keeping our girls in school. Let this become not just a social program, but a growing national enterprise. Ladies and gentlemen, we're doing more than launching a policy. We're nurturing a movement that protects the future of our girls, a movement that celebrates their resilience, a movement that finally tells them in action and not just in words that our girls, you belong in the classroom, you belong in the science laboratories, you belong on the sports field, you belong in leadership, and you belong in Ghana's future that we are building together. So let us walk forward not with pity but with purpose. Let us walk forward not with shame but with pride. And let us walk forward not with fear but with hope. Ladies and gentlemen, on this note, it is my honor and privilege to officially launch the National Sanitary Pad Distribution Program, a promise made and a promise kept, a challenge embraced and a bright future for every girl in our dear country, Ghana. May God bless our girls, may God bless all parents, may God bless our homeland, Ghana, and make our nation great and strong. Thank you very much.
And His Excellency will go over to the dummy monument. And this is what a pack of sanitary pads will look like. A pack of 12 super wings as is described. And he will be joined by our chairperson, His Royal Majesty King Taki Taiko Chu II, the two sector ministers, and our special guests. And to all our friends, especially the girls here, would like to perform a very important exercise at this time as we mark the launch of this special national launch for the free sanitary pads for girls in schools. We'll do a countdown from 5 to 0. And when we get to 0, I want all of you to raise the pieces that you have, and we'll all shout a big hooray to mark this. Are we all ready? I can't hear you. Are we all ready? So together, as a family and as a people, we start the countdown from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0! We're very grateful to you, Your Excellency. We're grateful to you, Your Royal Majesty King Taki Taiko Chu II. And now they'll go over to take their seats. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause. Shall we do a very big round of applause? Our chairperson today, specifically the industrial chief of Accra, and the King's chief of staff, as well as the president of the Greater Accra Market Women's Association. And we do a big round of applause for them. Also, we say very big thank you to Honorable Presidency, the needed support for this project. And now, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, just going by was a commissioning address by a man who is serving us as President of the Republic and Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces. But I believe that for our government here and for the relevance of this gesture that he has done, we wish to identify him as a man born of a woman, married to a woman, a father of a woman to be, and as well of substance of our nation. Shall we once again appreciate His Excellency, the President of the Republic? And on that note as well, I'd like to say a very big thank you to the two sector ministers, Honorable Haruna Idrisu.
Abusunya we nso ye de etwagu ewo program na se bibia e okay na me de am bisa ne se ye vice president no ade say na ne honto na because say when you come to sanitary pad our sanka ye vice president company also must speech because we a mawe and can you kwan say ye president and obegina ho must speech because anka ye mami and our sanka opia say but ye nim de a happen say stay na ne honto no abusia mami hu adwenkyere e wo comment section ho ha na me de obesi makra bye bye.